Hello, my name is Chris.
My name is May.
And today we are taking a look back at the horror year of 2024 because our impression of that year is that it was absolutely horrible. But when we actually now go and rank all the movies, will we be surprised? Maybe the year wasn't as bad as we thought, or we just confirm our suspicions that the horror year of 2024 was probably one of the worst we've had for a long time.
Let's go. Give it to me!
So this list is the horror movies that we have seen though. So there are some on this list that we haven't seen. Some obvious ones like The Crow and the Beetlejuice, stuff like that.
Sorry.
We haven't seen them all, but we have 45 movies on this list, so that should be enough.
Plenty.
And also some spoiler warning as well, because we do get into some spoilers. Sometimes we have a tendency to spoil something and then
it's only because
say
we're
spoiler
so
warning.
passionate about horror movies.
Very passionate.
So we get we dive deep into our reasons behind our list.
So you have now a general spoiler warning, and you're gonna get a notification or a notice when there's some spoilers that doesn't have its own spoiler warning. So beware.
Yes.
We're gonna just the list itself is just random. There's no particular order of the movies. This is just how the list turned out. So we are starting off with Tarot.
How do you feel?
We made a review on Tarot, and I'm pretty sure I expressed my feelings towards that movie because
and if you haven't watched it, you should.
Hey guys, her horoscope, it came true. No fucking shit, bitch. You have known that for a day now. What the fuck? Did you just realize that?
It's funny.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. But Tarot is the kind of horror movie that just annoys me, pisses me off, disappoints me, and kind of like offend me. Because it's just...
Offend you?
Yeah, because it's so bad. It's kind of like, do you think that people are this stupid? This is not even humans.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. Okay?
Oh my
After
lord.
we watched it... No, babe, listen.
After we
watched it, and when I went back to Kansas, I watched it 2 more times.
Why? Because you liked it?
So I wanted to see how I felt about it without your negative...
Okay, and tell me how you felt then.
So, I didn't think it was that bad.
Babe. It is that bad. It's one of the worst movies probably ever made.
The worst movie ever
When
made.
it comes to... So the thing is, we are in 2024. We have an evolution of horror movies that keeps like evolving into something hopefully better and better. This just takes a long leap back and just makes the characters incredibly stupid. And I'm pretty sure that this movie is a product of the modern like rage bait sort of content.
You think so?
It is meant for people to get annoyed with the decision making because every person in this movie is stupid.
There's a lot of scenes that we did talk about that was really stupid, especially with that lady, the old lady that just came in and she was like, "I got your back, dead."
Yeah.
And it's like her typical role in every movie.
Yeah.
So I get it. I don't think it was like extremely bad to where it belongs in the bottom 2. I think it was mediocre.
Mediocre!
Yeah!
Babe, please, for the love of God, please tell me. This is not a mediocre movie. This is a bad movie.
I think it was mediocre.
Oh my lord.
You got your cutie patootie, you got the idiotic chick who thinks she can, like, she's almost like a medium type ordeal. Then you got the dumb cocky Asian guy, then etc, the buff.
Oh my
but still, like, okay, so
I'm
It could have
already
been better, yes.
exhausted.
Fine. Okay, then let's just put it in disappointed, since you're disappointed. But
so-
I didn't. I wasn't overly disappointed. I was disappointed, but I wasn't overly disappointed. So let's just leave it at disappointed.
Okay, so but just for the record, for me this is offensively bad. This is as bad as it goes. But we have to agree. Okay, disappointed.
Yes.
Whatever.
No.
So the next one on the list is The Substance. You haven't seen this one.
Okay, I was about to say I
Yeah.
don't remember that one.
You haven't seen this. I have seen this, so thankfully, just my opinion matters here. This is a really good movie. You would probably not like it because it's kind of like a gory, like what is it called? Body horror sort of movie. So this is not your type of movie, but as for a movie, it is really good. And this is also kind of like a satire on Hollywood's treatment of older actors, as you're expected to be young and pretty all your life.
So it's almost like that one new show on Netflix called The Pretty.
I haven't seen that, so let's assume.
Probably.
Yeah, but this is a really good one, and thankfully
I don't believe
I
you, but
have
I'll accept it for
yeah.
now.
Speaking of me movies, though, Terrifier 3. You have not seen this yet.
Scared. I'm too scared.
You are gonna see this in the very near future.
Book me.
Terrifier 3 is more grotesque than Terrifier 1 and 2. They amp it up even more, and you see some things you haven't seen before in this movie. But as for a movie, though, my problem with this one is it's way too long. It's way over 2 hours.
You have issues with long movies.
Yeah, but this movie doesn't have a story to fill over 2 hours. So it is a long movie.
Okay.
It has some really grotesque scenes that are memorable. But as for me, like I have to be honest, as a movie, it's mediocre. It's a mediocre, fine movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. Abigail.
That one's hard for me. Because it was a little slow. It was slightly entertaining. I already knew from the get-go that she was some sort of like either demonic possession or some vampire ordeal, and it turned out I was right. She was a vampire, and the ending was kind of stupid to me, to be honest with you, especially when they let that girl go. But I wanted more from it. To me, it was disappointing.
Oh my
Sorry.
lord, this is gonna be a fucking long
How
session.
can you say that one is any
It
better?
was entertaining. This is a good horror movie. So it's entertaining, good. It's not like
It was okay.
up there with the best, but it was
No, it's nothing like Blade and all the other vampire movies you've seen, but no.
why the fuck do you bring Blade
I'm
into
just
this?
saying, okay? Out of all the vampire movies you've seen, this one's okay.
I feel like the girl herself elevates this movie because she is actually pretty.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, and she's scary.
Yeah. I wouldn't say scary.
Oh, so you wouldn't be scared if you met her? Is that what you're saying?
No, I whooped that little fucking girl's ass.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Okay, let's agree to disagree. Let's put it on mediocre in between both of our decisions.
wow.
Because I was disappointed, you were entertained. Put it on mediocre.
Alien Romulus, and also
You hated it,
no,
but you didn't really like it though.
I liked it, but you didn't like it, so I kind of like just played it.
Don't
along.
even lie. Don't even go there. You said you did not like it at all.
I liked it. What I said is it's pointless.
Exactly.
It's pointless because it is just almost like a remake of the originals.
But of everybody being younger kids.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's
a
what we were
remake.
saying. Yeah.
It feels like an 80s alien horror movie from the franchise, so it goes back to its roots.
Yeah.
Like it, looks really good, but at the end of the day, for me, it served no purpose. It
Yeah.
didn't add anything to the world
Yeah.
or the lore.
Yeah.
So what
And
was the
you
point
did
of it?
remember you did say that in the beginning it was really slow.
Really
It
slow,
took
yeah.
forever to pick up. Like forever.
Yeah.
So
But this is why I have problems with a lot of horror movies,
Yeah.
because for me, when I watch a horror movie, especially if it's a franchise, or when it comes to a franchise, the movie has to have some value.
Yeah.
And the value is not to grab cash from people's pockets. The value has to be expanding the story. And this doesn't do that. It's just...
For me, I'd say it's either entertaining or mediocre.
I can't deny it is an entertaining movie, because
Yeah.
I feel like the entertaining tier is the movies that we would recommend people to watch.
Yeah.
Mediocre is more like, watch it if you want. I don't give a damn.
Okay, well, I didn't know that, but now I do. So, but yeah, I liked it because I like all the Alien movies.
Yeah, the Alien franchise is
Really good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So and this felt like the Aliens-ish.
Yeah.
So no, entertaining, served no purpose. Next we have Apartment 7A. This was a weird experience because we go into almost all movies blind. We don't watch trailers. We don't read up on it.
Yep.
So about halfway through this movie, I remember I told you, like, I've seen this before. This is Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it kind of like reminds us of that. And then we do realize it's a prequel to Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
So once again, we come back to my point of like, sort of like, what is the purpose of this movie? Because when we realize this is a prequel to Rosemary's Baby, and I don't think they even tried to hide it in any way in terms of like the trailer and all that.
Yeah.
We know then where this is gonna end because of Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Because in Rosemary's Baby, she gives birth to the Antichrist. Spoiler then, we know that this is not gonna happen in this movie.
Yeah.
So what is the
I remember you can tell like a movie disappoints him when he's like he stutters. So you know this movie disappointed him, you can tell.
No, but
Like-
that's where I'm conflicted. Because it's a really good movie.
It had its good moments, yes, I agree. I thought it was entertaining.
It's a good movie, well acted.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Rosemary's Baby, so in terms of like this is almost like a standalone movie,
Yeah.
I'd say yeah, absolutely. It's an
Movie like I feel
entertaining
like
movie.
it puts you on the edge, but it also makes you want to scream and yell.
Yeah, and
And
it
go, "What the
had
fuck
a
are you
really
doing?"
good
Yeah.
ending, even though like you know how it's gonna end. It was good.
Yeah, yeah. Now this isn't for you horror movie lovers that like enjoy the jump scares and constant things happening. This one's
This is a slow burner,
It's a
just
slow
like
burner,
Rosemary's
yes,
Baby.
Yes,
which
it
is
takes a while to.
extremely slow.
Yeah, very very slow. So if you don't like that type of horror movie, this one is not for you.
But I wonder, like, knowing and having seen Rosemary's Baby,
Yeah.
do you think that helped us, or kind of made it more difficult for the movie to impress us?
I felt like it made it more difficult.
Yeah.
Especially you. I mean, you
Yeah.
were very expressional.
Because
about how
I
you
watched
felt.
Rosemary's Baby last summer, so I have it really fresh in my mind.
Oh, I am.
So that's why, like, every scene almost like,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were the one that brought it up. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
you know, this is so similar to something I know.
Yeah.
So that's when you had to look it up. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, if like I said, don't watch it if you don't like slow burners. Don't.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Yep. All right, but entertaining movie, can recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we have The Inheritance.
Inheritance.
Whatever. Go ahead.
So to me, I already went in knowing that it had to be some sort of entity. The thing that I hate about a lot of movies is whether or not it's predictable from the get-go. And if it's predictable from the get-go, then it kills the movie for you and the vibe for you throughout the entire movie. I know for you it was hard for him. So, but the plot could have been better. I wish that they didn't give it away so easily, especially from the beginning. They basically told you what was happening. They told you the entire movie. So once you hear it, you're like, easy, turn off.
Like the thing
I know.
is that, and spoiler warning then for this movie, they in the opening credits where they
Yeah.
show just images and you have like the actors' names and all that,
Yeah.
they show like demonic texts.
Yeah.
So they kind of like reveal the whole fucking movie on
Yeah.
that, because it is supposed to be. It seems like they're trying to be like, oh, is this supposed to be a person coming to kill him, or is it an entity? What's happening? No, fuckhead, we know that.
Yeah, not
already.
only that, but the moment that he decides to lock the children all in the house with him and then just decides to go sit in the library,
Yes.
you automatically knew they were going to die.
Yes, and I'm proud of that because I predicted that pretty damn early.
You
That
did, you did.
it's not about him getting killed.
Yeah,
It's about him sacrificing
his
his
children.
children.
Yes.
And also the last twist I also saw coming, but weird
That's what I'm
movie,
talking about.
weird movie, and I feel
Yeah.
like I haven't seen the trailer, but I've seen like the cover, as you can see here and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of like portrays her to be like the main
fighter,
selling
the main-
point, because
yeah,
she's
yeah.
kind of like hot right now because of Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
She dies pretty fast.
I thought she was going to be the last standing survivor, but
Yeah.
she ended up no.
And also, what makes this a very disappointing movie was also the demon itself, because it looked goofy as fuck.
Oh my gosh, we won't spoil that for you. You need to
We
just
already
watch
spoiled
it.
it, but
until-
how
well,
it
no.
looks, no.
Yeah, not how it looks. No, you have to see for yourself if you have not. But I do like the way that she died. Oh shoot, I gave that away. Should I have given?
I already said it, so
Oh,
we
okay,
have spoiled this entire movie now.
Oopsie.
Yeah,
But no, so the way that she dies, I liked it. I like the eeriness of it, and I love how she's plop. You see the dead
Yeah.
thing on the head. But no, it
Let's go
does have its scary moments.
from this point. Let's go back to a non-spoiler part now, so that
Okay.
people that haven't watched it can skip what
Okay.
we just said. But as for the movie, for me, disappointing.
Yeah.
Predictable, very bad acting.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that.
Yes.
Yeah, especially with one of them. The movie could have been better. Was it scary? Not so much. Creepy? Yeah. You know, the
had one
atmosphere is
creepy scene.
okay. Yeah. The atmosphere is alright. A lot of stupid scenes, a lot of stupid stuff being done. A really dumb ending. So, yeah, I can say I was disappointed too.
Yeah.
I'd,
Disappointing movie.
I'd still say if you do want to watch it, you should. So that you know what the movie's about and you hopefully you agree with us. But no, yeah, it's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Alright, next we have Imaginary. Oh shit, I slipped. Oh, okay, well, whatever. Okay, Imaginary then.
Yeah.
Imaginary is for me a part of a group of movies from 2024
Yeah.
that is all the same, and they were in the same category: stupid, horrible, and offensive.
Okay. So, I wanted so much more. I was so excited when I saw this trailer. This one I did see the trailer. I was so ready to be scared and terrified. I was like, yes, finally, a horror movie that's going to be so good that I'm going to start loving the upcoming horror movies. And then I was let down. It wasn't scary. It wasn't creepy. The plot was really dumb.
And also a bit predictable.
Yeah.
The twist.
If you didn't really pay attention, you probably would have just missed the plot itself.
And
probably
it
wouldn't have
falls
made
also
any
in the
sense.
same like trap as many movies,
Yeah.
that it goes way over the top in the end.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna say for either disappointed or offensively bad. I'm gonna let you decide there, cause it was sad.
Next.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, then we have Cuckoo.
Cuckoo or cuckoo. I don't know. C-U-C-K-O. Oh,
Yeah.
cuckoo or cuckoo.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Different.
It was very, very different.
Different.
Weird.
Weird.
Wacky.
Wacky, yeah. And also interesting, because for me,
Yeah.
I prefer kind of like movies like this. In no way is this a good good horror movie,
No.
but it's interesting because it is something different and a concept that you haven't really seen a lot before. So you're like,
Yeah.
you're interested enough to watch
Yeah,
the
you're
movie.
like, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on?
what is going on?
But there was like some scenes that did upset you, and
Yeah.
it just dragged and dragged and dragged and took forever.
Yeah.
So, to me, I would say this movie is. I'm just gonna say it off the bat. We're real quick and easy. It's entertaining.
Yeah, I was gonna probably say mediocre, but I would say entertaining because we go back to where we talked about like the entertaining
Yeah.
tier is the
Yeah.
ones we can recommend.
Yeah.
And I would recommend people to watch this because this is
At least once, yeah.
this is different than what you're used to.
Yeah. Just don't go in expecting.
And it has a
too
really, really fun concept.
much. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little spoiler warning because I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the concept that I find so interesting, and that is the time loop. So there is something that can make people fall into a time loop. So for them, it is a time loop, but in the real world, they are just standing still, which makes sense
Yeah.
because you're not moving from that point in time.
Yeah.
I like that detail.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
There are some scenes in there where has you like your heart racing and you're wondering what the fuck's going on because it's a little intense, but just for a little bit.
Yes.
So yeah, just go in unexpecting the unexpected, or expecting the unexpected. Sorry, said
That
wrong.
made more sense.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah.
All right, and then we have I Saw the TV Glow. And I'm just gonna say one thing.
I'm not gonna say nothing
What
about this
the fuck was this movie?
one. We tried.
We tried because we go into... No, I lied. I was about to lie. Was gonna say we go into every movie with open minds. I don't.
Well, I do. He doesn't.
I don't. But this one I did because I like... Once again, I like movies like this. I like the slow ones that... A horror movie for me doesn't have to have a lot happening. But this one was made to be extremely weird. Probably sort of like the same concept as Annihilation, which is a movie that I love. We love.
Yeah.
But it is a strange concept that not everyone is gonna understand. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't understand a fucking thing about this movie.
I didn't understand it at all because why? I completely forgot about this movie because it was that dumb.
Yeah, so it is kind of like a risky move to put it like in disappointed or offensively bad because the thing is that we don't understand this movie.
No.
So maybe it's a good movie. I just don't understand what the fuck was going on, and I feel like I understand most movies.
Yeah.
Should we do it like just?
I feel bad because one of our YouTubers did recommend this to us, and we were really looking forward to watching it together.
I feel people play this up to be the new Hereditary, like the new big horror movie.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I didn't watch
feel
no.
that.
I mean, I didn't read no commentary. No, I mean nothing. I didn't read anything because I didn't want to ruin it for myself. But I was really excited. I really was.
Yeah.
So
Well,
and you were
for
telling
me-
me that people were hyping it, so I was excited.
Yeah. My impression was that this was the new Hereditary.
Yeah. No.
And this is now we're in a risky spot now because we don't like this movie.
No.
Apparently, it's a movie that everyone loves and like almost like worships. I think this was a bad horror movie.
Yes.
I like Nicolas Cage in it. He's always entertaining to watch.
Yep.
I felt that the main character was a bit too different. That it was not kind of like not believable, but it didn't add anything to the movie other than just a bit of frustration. I don't know. It was a weird movie. Did not live up to the expectations. I don't like it.
I didn't like it either. Sorry. I feel really bad because I know since you said a lot of people like it and it was recommended, but there was just nothing there for me. Nothing for me to like. Nothing to really how you would say, grab me and make me like it. I sat there, I watched it, I was bummed down. So for me, it was disappointed.
Yeah, this is an easily disappointed one, and I am really disappointed because I was really looking forward to a new big, super scary horror movie because that is hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then we have Maxine. You haven't seen this one.
No.
I have mediocre. Okay. I don't have much to say about this. This is a part of a trilogy of horror movies based on her.
Cool.
And it's a horror thriller. It's meh. It's mediocre.
Okay.
So I wouldn't really recommend it either because it's for a special type of people. Anyway, Out of Darkness. Do you remember this one? With the cavemen.
Almost don't.
The cavemen.
Oh. I didn't like it.
It was
weird.
And slow.
Very slow. Hardly any talking.
And this is the thing. If you have a slow horror movie, you have to set a really good premise that keeps you interested.
Yes.
If you don't do that, then you're not gonna wanna pay attention to what's happening, and the slowness of it is just gonna make people turn it off.
Yes.
Like we did.
Yeah. You hardly get to see much of anything except people walking.
Yeah. We watched way over an hour of this movie, and nothing happened.
No. But you saw once, and that was it.
And it was very dark.
Very, very, very dark. So you saw basically nothing.
Cool concept though, like making a horror movie back in like the Stone Age.
Yeah.
But it didn't work.
No, it didn't. So you're gonna leave it on mediocre?
No,
I was about to say it. Disappointed.
Yeah. Next we have Night Swim.
Yep.
Do you want to say something?
I know you didn't like it.
Oh my god, you say that as like
no.
Something?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it was really good or anything like that. The concept of the story or the plot could have been better. It was okay. I would say watch it once and that's it. Oh, come on.
Okay. Explain to me. If people watch this once, what do they get out of it? Since you recommend them watching it once.
Haunted?
Yeah, a haunted pool. Does the pool do anything?
No. I mean, like there's monsters inside.
Is there though?
I don't
really?
know. I mean, that's why I said like it could have been better. I was sad that I mean, like when you watch the trailer and they're like Marco Polo, and then something happens. I was really excited. I was hoping for more, just like long legs. Give me something good. But no, it was kind of disappointing. But it wasn't like offensively bad. I don't think it was offensively bad.
Like, it is a concept that is doomed to fail. It's a haunted pool. This movie, which was very well pointed out by Ryan George in pitch meetings, this movie could have ended so fast if people were just normal human beings, but they're not. But okay, fine, I would put this in offensively bad again, but we can put it in disappointed. Yes. Yeah, we're happy?
Yes.
Yeah, god damn. Right, and then we have Under Paris.
Did you ever finish watching it? I couldn't. I couldn't do it. People were saying that it was like really good, and they were comparing it to Jaws. I got mad. I was offended. How could you?
Yeah, so this is once again a movie where like you just have to accept that people are extremely stupid, because if there is a shark-infested river and you're supposed to have like a marathon or like a triathlon and have people swim in it, a normal person would say, let's cancel it. It's just, the concept for me is just so stupid. I can't accept it. I don't accept this movie. It's stupid. It's offensively bad.
We don't accept it. Yeah, no, I agree. It's offensively bad. And I'm still mad. How dare you guys even compare it to Jaws?
Yeah, but this is a big problem, that some horror movies, for it to work, the concept, you have to ignore anything that's like logical or rational. I can't do that because why the fuck would I want to watch a horror movie where for it to make sense, nothing have to make sense? It baffles me. Wow. All right. Anyway, next one, A Quiet Place Day 1. You really like this one.
I actually really did like this one a lot. Surprisingly, a lot better than 1 and 2.
Yes.
Yes, especially 2. Ugh. But no, I almost don't know what to say because I just like this one.
For being a third in let's call this a franchise.
Going to be franchise, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay.
The only thing weird I would say is the monsters. I really wish that they didn't make them look like they were just oversized Demogorgons.
Yeah, they are pretty similar.
Very similar, especially with the mouth opening and everything. They
Yeah.
look so similar. But they do look good.
But this
They're cool.
movie makes some really smart choices and make the third one in this series very story driven and character driven with emotions.
I was so mad after I watched part 1. The children annoy you. As in a lot of movies with the children annoy me. I'm sorry. But still. It didn't make sense to me. I wanted to know more. I hate movies that start off with no story.
But now you're talking about
No, I'm just saying. So this, and then it leads to the second one. It still annoyed me. I just didn't like it. Now with the A Quiet Place Day 1, perfection. Loved it. Loved the story. Loved the plot. It was, you felt so many emotions. From sadness to happiness to joy. I mean, just everything. So this one, I'm gonna say to me was really good.
And I will agree. Very well acted as well. And the actors are the ones that drive this movie.
Yes.
I'd say this is a really good movie. A surprisingly good. Once again, for being a third in a franchise or a
it's great.
trilogy.
It's phenomenal. Watch it.
Yep.
Over and over again.
Yep. And then we have Stream.
Which one was this one again?
The one where, do you remember the guy that plays Art the Clown in Terrifier? He plays a character in this one. The masked people in the motel.
Yeah, and I was like, that's Terrifier. You could tell because of the way they
He was
him
acting
act.
exactly like Art the Clown.
Yeah, the same.
Not the best choice.
The same way he acts in Terrifier.
Yeah, I don't think for him that's not the best creative choice because that just shows that this is all he has.
Yeah,
he should have acted differently.
Yes.
If he can. I don't know.
If he can.
But this is a movie that kind of like tricked me. Because on IMDb, if you go to this movie, it says it stars Tony Todd and Tim Curry.
We were looking for them throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
No.
But the weird thing is I did expect Tim Curry not to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Because he's not able to act anymore.
Yeah.
But weird that it's on the casting list. Tony Todd shows up eventually. Has nothing to do with the movie. The movie is filled with stupid people. Stupid people doing stupid things. Making stupid decisions. That's the whole movie.
Yeah. It was really boring and stupid. And this
Very
is
boring.
the type of movie that tried to pull in that same thing with the Wrong Turn where there was like a fucking sex scene that lasted forever.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, and then they go in there.
I have a tendency to forget the sex scenes.
It's just so
because-
boring.
Yeah.
There was nothing to this movie at all. It was pointless.
Yeah. Pointless and disappointing.
To me, it was offensively bad. It was so stupid. But you could put on disappointed because you see your actor at the end, but still.
No, because that is that. No, I'm gonna say yeah, I agree because putting Tony Todd in a role like this is offensive.
is offensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Agreed. Offensively bad. Don't watch it.
Yeah. Don't. Not worth your time.
Next we have Speak No Evil.
I'm trying to remember this one again.
It's the couple that have the other couple visiting them.
Oh,
and,
okay. Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna say this. How the fuck are you going to trust another couple that you just met to where they invited you to their house and then allow you to sleep in their house. You just met them. They don't fucking know nothing about you.
Yeah, but the thing with psychopaths is they are very charming sometimes.
I don't care if you're charming or not. Bitch, we going home. We are not visiting them, no.
But
Bye.
they don't do that. They visit them. So,
they made the dumbest decisions ever. And then especially after what the mom witnessed, and then they made another stupid decision. But still, to me, I'm sorry, babe, I don't mean to cut you off.
I didn't say anything.
But besides, what's his name, the main
James
actor?
McAvoy?
Besides his phenomenal acting in there,
Very good.
everything else was bad. I didn't really care for any of them, to be honest with you. Movie, they're entertaining or mediocre. That's all I have to say. I'm done.
Yeah, okay, you're done. For me, I agree. James McAvoy, he's the one that carries this movie.
Yes.
Phenomenal actor. Especially when he acts in roles like this. It kind of like similar with Split. That he plays a character that you don't really know where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I'd say this is an entertaining movie because I wanted to know where it ended. Where does this movie end? Because we know what the concept of the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually curious to how are they gonna resolve this, and for me that kept me entertained through this whole movie. And it was like maybe it could have been better in terms of like making you not quite sure what's going on, but they make it very obvious that there's something going on. But for a movie, I'd say entertaining.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll leave it there. It's entertaining.
Yes. And then we have Russell Crowe in The Exorcism.
I remember when we first watched this, I fell asleep. but no, well, I actually did watch it again after we watched it.
Yeah.
So I wanted more out of this one too. It was okay. It wasn't like super bad to where I would say it falls under disappointed or offensively bad. I would still recommend you watching it once. So I'm gonna say for me, I would put it under mediocre.
Yeah, like in like overall, it is a disappointing movie because it's Russell Crowe. You expect quality.
Not always though, but yeah.
Yeah, yes you do with Russell Crowe. He plays a good character, but it's the writing in this one and the pacing that is really weird because halfway through the movie you're like, oh, I would think this was the end, but no, it's not. And from that point, it makes no sense. Very weird. Mediocre.
I like exorcism movies and stuff.
You love them. So, but for me, this is a mediocre one.
Yep, that's what I said. So mediocre. We both agree. Right?
Yeah.
High five.
Nice. All right, and then we have Trap. This is the point in this video where we're gonna fist fight.
Yes, because it was so freaking stupid. Okay, so this movie is a movie to showcase the director's daughter. That's it. With little bits and pieces of him. I wanted the movie to be more about him and him trying to find a way to get the fuck out. Even though he is a murderer, whatever, blah, 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 I get it. This movie was supposed to be about him. Not about the director's daughter. All we see is her freaking singing and her inviting them to the stage. And her being part of her acting was so horrible that you really thought that this was a B horror movie. It was dumb. And her dad being the director that he is, he needs to send her off to some acting classes because her acting was so disgustingly horrible that I'm offended. And I feel like this movie belongs in offensively bad because it also, what's his name, the main actor?
Josh Hartnett.
Thank you. Him, okay? I do like him as an actor. Especially, I'm pretty sure he acted in Pearl Harbor as well. Yes. Good movie. Liked him. Didn't like anything else. It was stupid. Okay?
And now comes my side of the story. I think this was a really good movie.
Fuck no!
Yes, I acknowledge the flaws.
The
entire movie was a flaw. His daughter. that it's a bit too much of her concert and she can't act.
Yes.
Fine. What drives it for me is, yes, Josh Hartnett's acting.
Yeah.
This one really good. The concept, really interesting, because this kind of flips the whole story on its head, because usually it's the good guy that has to find a way out of something. He is the bad guy. Spoiler alert, maybe.
Yeah.
But you kind of you can. This is because of his acting. You can feel his nervousness increasing over time, because he knows that there is a possibility for him to get caught. Josh Hartnett actually is able to portray that in such a way that you feel it. That is amazing. So good concept, extremely good acting, some flaws, very
Some
entertaining,
flaws.
and you want to see where it ends. So
It
it's
was not-
I'd say it's a really good.
No.
You say it's offensive bad. It's a mediocre movie.
Yes. Fuck.
I call that a mediocre.
There's so many people that agree with me as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
many people.
It is.
It's just him that likes weird movies.
Yeah, but
Done.
I also acknowledge that this is
Acknowledge, really.
not a well thought of movie.
No.
But
And
I
the
like
director
it.
needs to quit the
So
job.
Trap and George unite.
That's 1%.
Yeah. Then we have the Watchers,
That's the one where they're in the forest, right?
staring out in the
at
forest
the-
for
at
1
the-
hour and 30 minutes.
I feel like this one could have improved on a lot of things. Could have made it creepier and scarier and done so much more to where it would have put me on the edge of my seat. But it didn't. It lacked so much, and I can tell where they tried to make the movie like really intense and creepy, especially when they were like breaking in. But still, like, this movie could have been so good. So I'm going to say, without spoiling anything, I wouldn't say offensive. I would say disappointed.
I say offensive is bad. I this is like
Okay,
it's,
fine. Just put it offensively bad. I'm just gonna
it's
agree
be-
because
but that's just because it has no I have nothing positive to say about this movie.
yeah, no.
That's the thing, like
Yeah. I mean, like, at least it explained at the end what exactly was going on, which was kind of interesting of a story. But was it worth the hell that they put us through throughout the entire movie? Probably not.
but I feel like the explanation as well was weird.
Yeah. It was sad, though. It's a sad story. But, I mean, I would say disappointed, but I'll just accept your offensively bad.
Yeah, I'd say it's offensively bad because it takes a concept and some like good actors and all that, and just takes a dump on it. So
Uh-huh.
treats it like a toilet. Next, Azrael.
Ass rail.
Yeah,
Ass rail.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
This one was the one where they were. Yeah, I remember because her
they-
boyfriend was killed, and
Yeah.
then there's like this big old group of cults and stuff like that. I didn't mind this one. There was a lot of things that that happened in there where I was like, "What the motherfucking shit?" But no, it was enjoyable. I liked the story. And she was a badass. So for me, it was entertaining.
Yeah, I like this one, and once again, you have a concept of people can't speak. This is not like a choice. You don't want to speak. People can't speak because
Yeah.
they've done something. It's a cult thing, which means that you have to have an actor that can carry a movie without speaking. Samantha Weaving does a really good job.
I'm sorry, you said wee.
Weaving
Yeah.
is she does a really good job carrying this movie
Yeah.
without speaking, because she shows a lot of emotions. Does a really good job. A very similar role, I feel, as in Ready or Not,
Yeah,
which is also a really good movie.
yeah.
So overall, for a movie that has no dialogue, basically, very entertaining.
Very entertaining.
And
yeah.
also, no, I don't want to
So-
spoil anything.
Yeah, don't. But don't go into the movie thinking that it's going to be filled with anything supernatural or etc. Or you're going to see like monsters. I mean, what you do every now and then. Especially when she's
yes,
yeah,
you do.
yes, you do. Every now and then, though, it's not as often as I would have liked.
Have you forgotten how gory this is?
Yes, I know. But I would have wanted to see more of them, but you know. But no,
But you did like this every time they appeared on screen.
because it was gory.
Yeah,
That's why.
That we have to mention. This is an extremely gory movie.
Yes, I would. Would you say it's on the same line as Terrifier?
Fuck no.
Gory? Okay, so
No.
ugh, okay, then now I'm scared.
But it's one of the more gorier movies. It's explicit to say the least.
Yeah, very entertaining though. Go watch it.
Yep.
Definitely
Yep.
recommend.
Very recommended.
Yeah.
Then we have The Curse of the Necklace.
Why don't I remember anything
I
about this one?
don't remember either.
We must have not liked it.
No, but it's not that long. It's not that long since we watched it.
No. No.
I remember that.
I think the dad was like, there was like a really dysfunctional family, and I remember the dad gave the necklace to the mom as a gift.
Yeah, wasn't this something like the movie started with someone giving birth and they had like the necklace around her and the baby survived or something, and then there was something weird going on, and this is the one with the two sisters that are actually real sisters in real life, and the parrot dies, or the bird dies. That's all I remember.
This movie was disappointing for me.
It has to be because we don't remember anything.
It was the strangest movie ever, and it had the little girl from
Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah. So besides that, it was horrible, disappointing.
Yeah.
So we'll leave it there, and enough said.
Yeah.
The end.
All right. Then we have Heretic.
It took me a while to like this one and have it grow on me, because this one, I felt like I was where you were, where you have to let movies grow on you. At first, I didn't like it. I was like, it's so slow. Because it is slow. It's very slow. Yeah. And this movie is a religious movie.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have really thought of that. I mean, besides the two girls, being Mormons or whatever. And it took you explaining the movie to me for me to think about it and go, oh, now I get it. So now the movie has grown on me. At first you were gonna think that this movie is kind of dumb or mediocre, like it's like meh, it's okay. But when you start to understand the movie and the story behind it and the story behind him, which he is so gosh dang good, he plays his role perfectly. Yeah. And pretty damn creepy, and it's eerie, and you won't understand the movie unless you really pay attention, or you have someone like him explain it to someone like me.
Yeah, and the thing is that this movie is everything I love in horror. Yeah. This is a horror movie that is scary because of good dialogue. Yeah. Because a lot of the movie, especially the build-up, is them having a conversation. That's it. So yes, it is a slow movie because they are just talking. Yeah. But the way they're talking and the way he asks questions, how he answers questions, it builds up sort of like an eerie, like
an uneasiness.
Yeah, an easy feeling.
Yeah.
That's why I love movies like Heretic, and why I love like The Menu and movies like that doesn't really have nothing else than just really like an eerie atmosphere that you don't want to be a part of.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant, amazing. The concept, really good, but also I'm gonna be honest, it sets us up for failure. And it does not stick the landing.
Yeah.
But I'd say for me, the house itself, the acting, the dialogue, the writing, for me this is a really good horror movie. Yeah. For me, this is one of the best of 2024, personally.
You sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure there's another one you're gonna think that way.
Yeah, but for me, this is for me the perfect horror movie for my taste.
Yeah. If you like, what kind of let the viewers know, like, what kind of viewership should they watch this movie?
If you loved The Menu, if you like it's an older movie called The Invitation. Almost like if you love like It Follows, like the movies where like the scary parts of the movie is being in a situation where you can't escape.
Yeah,
Basically.
feeling trapped.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, because all the movies I mentioned now are
Yeah.
basically a concept
Yeah.
where like you are trapped in a
Yeah.
situation you can't get out of,
Yeah,
but
'Cause
you
you want
also
to
at
be
the
able
same
to-
time you don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah.
So
'Cause
it's
you want to be
unknown.
able to explain that to people who've never seen
Yeah,
this movie. 'Cause
yeah,
some of
so-
those movies you're naming, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But
But it's
besides the
it's the
invitation.
unknown and being trapped, not knowing
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. That for me is what horror is all about. The
Yeah.
unknown. Yeah. So for me, I would put this in really good.
For me, it's just entertaining.
Yeah.
So,
So I
well, we can put it under really good.
thank you.
Yeah. Because yeah.
But I know that it took a
It
while
took a
for
while.
you to,
Yeah, it did.
because you're not. Yeah. No. You're not really a fan of religious themed movies in that
I'm not,
sense. But
no.
when like this is absolutely not that in one way, but yes, in another way.
Yes.
But yeah. All right. Next we have VHS Beyond, and actually a VHS sequel that we kind of looked forward to.
Yeah.
Why the fuck did we do that?
Well, that's because so there was some little bits and pieces of the other ones we did enjoy.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No.
But we thought that it would have maybe possibly improved, especially being that it's 2024.
Yes.
And you were like
This is the worst of them.
overly disappointed.
This is absolutely the bottom of the barrel trash. And I'm gonna do some minor spoilers here. One, the first segment. The monster is a fucking big bird. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it has some long legs.
Two, the segment with the skydivers. The CGI is probably the worst I've ever seen.
Oh, no, that's
and
the one
I'm
with the
not
long
like,
legs,
and that is
yeah.
not joking. It's the worst I've ever seen in a modern horror movie.
Yeah.
It looks so bad. The only segment that I found interesting was the segment that was, I think it was written and directed by Katie Siegel, which is the wife of Mike Flanagan. So I think he also was a part of it, because Mike Flanagan made House on Haunting Hill House, Bly Manor, Oculus, all those that we have mentioned before.
Yeah.
That one had an interesting premise. Was actually a bit. It was decent, but the rest was so bad. So for me, I'd say this was an offensively bad movie, because I like the concept of VHS, but it just keeps plowing further and further down the poop drain.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna let you have this one because
Where would you put it?
I would just put it under disappointed.
Disappointed?
Yeah, because we were disappointed. We wanted to, but then again, we didn't like anything about it. And that's why I said I'm okay
Yeah,
with it being offensively bad,
yeah.
because everything about it was pretty stupid.
Offensively bad. I hate it.
Moving on.
The Deliverance. The one that you were excited to watch.
I
Why?
was excited to watch it because it's, I mean, like for any horror movie, I'm excited to watch them. I always get excited to watch them unless I already know ahead of time that they're really bad. But no, and I remember you warning me. He warned me, and I was like, you know what? I still need to watch it because it's a movie I've been waiting to watch. So I put myself through that, and it was a torture. It was so bad that I couldn't finish it. I watched maybe was it 40 minutes in, I gave up. I said, what the fuck is this movie about? I don't get it. It felt more like a drama movie than it did a horror movie. I didn't want to. I couldn't do it. I was done. That's all I have to say. For me, the movie was just offensively bad.
Yeah, no, I have nothing else to say, because you had the experience that I had, which was why I warned you.
Yeah.
And we gotta address as well that we do not have the habit of turning off horror movies.
No, we
Even
don't.
if they are extremely bad, we watch through them,
Yes,
because we have seen
yes.
some super stinkers that are not even high budget or even low budget horror
Yeah.
movies. We watch them.
And see, the thing is, I love low budget horror
Yeah.
movies. So don't take I mean, take that into consideration when you hear me saying I turned the movie off. It takes a lot for me to do so.
Yeah, so I agree. Offensively bad.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the fuck was going on.
Me neither.
Right, Salem's Lot, which is one of the latest movies we saw.
Yes, this one, and I told you earlier, this one is one of my ultimate favorites of 2024. It has to be one of the best I've seen out of 2024. So I like this one a lot. I love the story behind it. I mean, we agree that, you know, we enjoy that the fact that they made vampires into your
because there's no secret. This is about vampires.
Yeah,
so
no.
Just...
It was great. It was creepy. It was eerie. I loved the way they did everything, how everything played out. The characters were phenomenal as well. So to me, I'm gonna say this movie was really good.
Yeah. I like that they went back to the classic vampire lore.
Yes.
The vampires that we know them, like Dracula, this is it.
Yes.
They have to ask permission to get into houses. They are scared of crosses. It's the basic vampire. I love it.
It's a little cheesy,
Why
but you know what?
fuck do they make vampires sparkle in the sun? Whatever. That's not what this is about.
It's a little cheesy, but I love the cheese.
And also, this movie took some turns that I didn't expect. Not twist-like, but story-wise.
Yeah.
That is surprising because many movies nowadays follow the same formula. So yeah, I agree. This is a really good movie. One of the best of 2024.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, then we have Sting.
Ugh. That one. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you do it.
The problem with Sting is that at the end of the day, this is about a giant spider.
That's it.
There isn't really anything else to say.
That's it.
That is it.
And it's sad because I mean you already have really good movies like Arachnophobia and stuff like that, which I really like that movie.
Yeah.
It's actually really good and funny.
Yeah.
This one tried that, failed miserably.
It's just a slasher movie with a spider as the villain, basically, or the monster.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's mediocre because it's not.
I'm gonna say disappointed.
Would you say that? But as for like, if you go into this blind, I just think that this is a movie about a spider killing people, which is the concept. Is it?
And then the spider got big.
Does that disappoint you, knowing that this is a spider killing people? Or are you still disappointed?
So the thing for me is spiders scare me. I've had nightmares of spiders even when I went to sleep, and I had a nightmare and I woke up and I actually scratched my face because I really hate spiders. But no, I mean I can agree to disagree and leave it on mediocre. I was disappointed, but yeah, we can leave it there.
Yeah, for me, it doesn't disappoint me because this is just this was what I expected. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, okay,
this does whatever I expected it to do. It's spider killing people. Have no big twists or turns. No. Mediocre, but it is on the border of
being
disappointing and mediocre.
Yeah.
Let's see, maybe I changed my mind. Then we have The Platform 2. And once again, I'm gonna repeat myself from earlier.
Okay.
What the fuck is this movie?
I watched part of it and I turned it off. I can't even do part 1. It grossed me out so much.
Yeah, and that is fair enough. Because it is a very nasty concept.
Yes.
I like The Platform 1. I really like it because it's an interesting concept, and it's interesting because it just shows human nature. That's what it does. Because this is what humans do. They have enough food to feed everyone in the prison, but the people higher up eats more than they need. That is human. Like, this is how we work. We are egocentric. This one, I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do because they went all like LSD ecstasy on this one. It was a fucking weird one. If you didn't see the ending then because you didn't turn it off, oh my lord, it was like an acid trip. I swear to God. I don't know what they were trying to do here. If they tried to be like super like as realistic or whatever. What the fuck?
I'm gonna let you place it. Okay. Offensively bad.
Yeah, I know that this was just.
Don't do it if you like food.
Yeah, like it doesn't serve. It should not be a sequel to the platform because it has nothing to do with it except where they are.
Okay.
All right, Late Nights with the Devil.
This one I remember we watched together. We actually really liked it.
Yes.
I really wish that the ending was a little more scarier.
Yeah.
It could have been scarier, a lot scarier. But the story, the plot, the acting, everything was also really phenomenal. So I liked it. I'm just gonna easily say, really
Yeah,
good
this
movie.
is a really good movie.
Yeah.
A very unique movie.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's really different.
very different. And I'm not gonna say that this concept hasn't been made before.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything like this. But they do it really well. And really good movie. One of, if not maybe the objectively the best horror movie of 2024.
One of the best.
Yeah, maybe the best.
No.
Then we have Oddity. A movie I never heard of, never seen. Came out of nowhere, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I remember because I told you about it, and he didn't listen to me.
Yeah.
But then he goes, "Oh, how about The Oddity?" I'm like, I literally just told you about that movie like a few days ago. But no, I already heard about this movie. I didn't watch the trailer though. But going into it, kind of, technically blind, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really entertaining because it's confusing at first, and you can get confused if you don't pay attention. You literally have to freaking pay attention. If you don't, you'll get lost. Completely lost.
Yeah, and this is also a slow burner.
It is slow. It
Very
is a slow
slow.
burner. The atmosphere is creepy. It's scary. The plot's okay.
It has some flaws, of course,
Yeah.
and once again it doesn't stick the landing, but
Yeah.
not in the same way as many other movies. But it's
Yeah.
more like it's gonna annoy you.
It will.
Yeah.
It will.
But for me, this is a really interesting concept, and it keeps you like interested in how this is gonna play out. But as soon as let's call it the monster shows up,
yeah.
fucking hell, that thing is creepy.
So the way it makes you feel is really uneasy, and it's a little bit intense in little bits and pieces. But I feel like they could have improved on that bit better and made it to where the monster did something.
Yeah, but at the same time, the fact that just by it sitting there, because it looked so freaking scary. It was. I didn't.
I mean, it's been done before. I don't remember the movie on top of my head right now, but it's scary. But I still wish there would have been more.
They could have done a better job with the story. They could, but
the ending was okay as well.
But I'd say this is an entertaining one.
Yeah, no, still entertaining. Very,
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It was decent.
Alright, and then we have Time Cut, which I will be honest, why the fuck do people call this a horror movie?
It felt more like a drama
This was
thriller.
this was a Disney Plus Goosebumps episode.
Yeah.
It was
I'd have to
super
say
stupid.
So. It doesn't belong. I'm gonna let you place either.
I know I can't say it's offensively bad because it's not for us. I'm pretty sure this is probably more like a Disney Goosebumps.
It's more like
movie.
a teenager Scream.
Yeah, and it's not a horror
movie.
movie. It's just a sci-fi movie, I would say.
More for Scream.
Yeah.
Teen Screams. There you go.
But since it's labeled as horror,
Yeah.
it disappointed me because it's not horror. Alright, then we have Nosferatu.
I was disappointed. You made it seem like this movie was gonna be really good, like the one we watched with them on the boat.
Oh yeah,
remember that one?
the Last Voyage of the Demeter.
Yeah, now that movie was really good. I enjoyed it so much that I was surprised that I enjoyed it. And when this movie came out, I was like, oh, you were like, that's brought to the vampire, blah, blah. I was looking forward to it because I thought it was going to be something similar to that movie, and it wasn't. It's just a vampire obsessed with a woman and tries to find his way there. Boring. Really boring. Horny bastard of a chick. Dumb. plot. Sorry.
Wow.
I didn't like it at all. For me, I was disappointed.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say I liked it. I had maybe more expectations, or I had a better understanding of this movie because I knew a little bit about it, especially that Bill Skarsgård is the main actor. I love him. He did a really good job as Orlok. I like how he looked and sounded and all that. But what made it a bit disappointing for me was the story, because it could have been so much better, I feel. But
And we both agree the story.
an entertaining movie, so that's why I feel like I would end up on mediocre, because
it drags. Everything just kind of dragged.
Oh,
It dragged. It's hard for me.
Yep.
Because I was disappointed. I wanted so much more from this movie.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like it was everywhere.
Yeah. No, I'd probably said put in entertaining because I would recommend it. But since you put in disappointed, I feel like mediocre is a fine place to put it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Then we have Afraid. I haven't seen this.
I have. If you've seen the Disney movie Smart House, this is just a remake of it.
Oh.
Upgraded to nowadays, more advanced. The AI is more advanced. That's it. So if you've already seen that, you don't really need to see this. They try to add like a little twist, make it a little spooky, and maybe there's monsters inside there. Blah blah blah. It was still really dumb. It wasn't entertaining. It's hard for me because it's either mediocre or disappointed. I'm just gonna. I do recommend you watching it if you really do like that kind of concept of AI. It's wanting to take over the family or whatever. It's so hard. I don't know.
This is funny. This is the first video where you alone have the choice of where you want to put it, and then you can make the choice.
Yeah, no, it's because I know a lot of people are gonna probably.
We put long legs in disappointed. Most people have clicked off this video by now.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna put Afraid on disappointed because I was disappointed. I wanted more from it. I thought it would be better.
Yeah.
No, same thing as Smart House.
Yep.
So yeah.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
All right. Then we have the Arcadian. Nicolas Cage movie I hadn't heard about.
I like Nicolas Cage.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
I wish he was my daddy.
This movie surprisingly shocked me. The monsters, the monster concepts or whatever, design, the idea of them too was so freaking cool that I wish it would have showed us more of them. Yeah. Because man, were they kind of really? They were
at one side, I'm gonna say they were goofy. But they were fucking unique.
They were very
there's
unique.
a lot of stuff there that I haven't seen before, and will probably never see again.
Yeah, it was noodles. We're like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And then when you
see
one of them, you're like, holy shit, what the hell?
Yeah.
So this one, I applaud the monster designer. He did great. I thought this movie was really good. It's a little slow. It does have slow moments and stuff like that. It's more of like the, I guess you could say not like a post-apocalyptic kind of world-ish kind of style, right? Would you say it's kind of like that? Yeah. So it's
because they can't be out at night, and it's just typical you can only be out in the sunlight and all that.
Yeah. So I really like this movie. It's also really good to me.
So you would put it in really good.
Yes.
Holy crap! Okay. For me, this is an entertaining movie. It has some flaws because it's a bit slow. The ending is a bit disappointing because it didn't really build up. It didn't do the right choices of building up to the ending. So the ending was a bit like...
No, I get that. I can get that. That's why I said we can have this one also fall under the agree to disagree. Leave it under entertaining.
No, because I feel like I've had my... No, we can put in really good because I feel like the other choices I've pushed through.
Yeah. He did.
Yes. Okay, really good. Then we have Double Blind, which is probably a movie not many people have heard of.
I've never seen it.
Yes, we saw it together.
We did?
Yes, we did. It was about a group of people in a hospital. They were trying some new drugs. Mm-hmm. And then the drugs started like killing them off after a certain amount of days.
Oh, holy shit. Wow, I don't know why I forgot about that one. I remember. And then like at a certain time they would start to die and bleed out of their mouth and ears and eyes. Yeah. Okay. I don't even remember. How did it end? You can cut this part out, but how did it end?
No, I fucking don't remember this movie.
Fuck.
I remember the concept. I remember watching it.
I remember them running and everything and killing and murdering each other.
The acting was really bad, and the quality of the movie was really bad.
Yeah.
But I can't really say I was disappointed either because I had no expectations. But as for a movie, it didn't really add anything new.
No.
So I would say disappointing because... What the hell
I
is
agree.
going on?
The story was boring. That's it.
Very.
Yeah.
Yep.
They did it for money. That's it. The end.
Alright, then we have Spin the Bottle. Also a movie I'm pretty sure not many people have heard of.
This movie is so bad.
This is a weird one.
This is one of the... I felt like I was watching a movie back in the early 80s.
In some ways, yeah. And also, for me, I remember I pointed this out. The editing of this movie
annoyed
super weird.
It annoyed you.
Super weird. But then, eventually, we understood why they kept editing like that.
Yeah.
Which was also super stupid. I'd say this is an offensively bad movie because it's just extremely dumb.
It's really stupid. It could have been cool. I like the idea of the movie, but it's a lot like Truth or Dare, Spin the Bottle crap. I don't fucking know. Yeah. It's just bad.
Very bad.
Unless you want to watch a movie that you don't really give a fuck about, you just want to just be dumb for a day, watch it.
Yeah, but that's gonna make you dumber. So that's a risky reward to take then.
Yeah.
Next one. All My Friends Are Dead.
How do you feel about this one?
I don't remember this.
What?
Yeah.
You don't remember them
what
renting
the
one where they go rent an Airbnb and they're like all fucking TikTokers, yo, watch my movie or come watch us hang out. We're gonna learn how to cook and blah blah blah.
Yeah, but what happened?
At the end?
No, like what was the concept of the movie? Because I remember watching it, but
they
I
were
don't remember
killing
anything.
them off and taking over. Well, some of them were taken over by the monsters that came from the ground. Remember? And they wanted their bodies so they can become part of the world.
I don't remember this, so this is up to you. I don't remember this, so that's probably a bad sign.
Yeah.
Because we watched this not that long ago.
Yeah,
a few months ago.
I feel like they're trying too hard to bring in the whole stupid social media crap.
I hate
it's annoying because they did that with Texas Chainsaw.
That's no, babe.
They did
no, don't go there.
They did it with Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Look here, the killer did that.
It's stupid.
They were trying to do that with this, and it was so dumb, especially when they were like doing all the whole dancing crap, trying to record for their viewers and stuff like that. Stop it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
We are tired. We don't give a fuck about influencers being in scary movies. We don't. The more you bring it in, the more your chances of having a great movie is going to fail. And that's all I have to say about that.
That's also one thing I was a bit disappointed with. The inheritance. That they also had like the typical
the girl,
like we see the live stream and she has of course millions of viewers.
Hey guys, come on!
But I also pointed out that the chat was very quiet for having so many viewers.
1.2 million.
Yeah, was it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, still very quiet. But anyway,
let's put this movie on offensively bad because it was just disgusting, dumb, horrible. Don't recommend it.
All right. Next we have Strange Darling, and I wonder if we are very different here or if we share the same opinion.
I don't know. This movie was really weird. It was really twisted. Really, I didn't feel like this was a horror, more like a drama thriller. So it was okay. It was kind of boring-ish because it just revolved around her and her being freaking a psychopath, basically. But it's okay. I say you could, I guess if you want to watch a similar movie to a hack and slash, watch this one. I'll leave it under mediocre or disappointing.
Wow. So the thing is, this is once again a bit of a not a unique, but this is a different movie and based on
Not
how
really.
it's, babe. This is different because this is divided into chapters and it jumps from chapter 1 to 3 to 2 to 4 to 5. So it builds. It has a completely different concept than any other movie, and there's a reason for it because it want to make you make up your mind about what's going on.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna come back and
again,
show you
there's
something that
twists
maybe
and
like
stuff
makes
that.
you second guess that until you get the conclusion. Sadly for me though, I did predict this one because I'm good at predicting whatever. But if you don't know, it's probably way more interesting. Good acting, interesting story. I like that they took the risk that it takes to make a movie like this. So I'd say this
But there's
is
so many moments that make you
entertaining.
want to freaking like slap someone, beat someone, and freaking yell.
Yeah,
Hate
I would say
movies
this
that
is an
make me mad.
entertaining movie. You say it's disappointing.
I would say mediocre.
Okay, so let's put it in mediocre then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Then we have Monster Summer. I like movies like this. This is just a feel-good horror.
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
Too. I agree.
Not much, a lot to say. This is just because I love, for me, feel-good horror movies are. This sounds really weird when I say it out loud, but they involve kids and monsters.
Yeah. So it's I
It's
would
like
say it's like
Stranger
the
Things,
Goonies,
The
Stranger
Goonies,
Things,
like
yeah, something
kids
that.
doing an adventure
Yeah.
with something supernatural-ish going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
It's always fun because it makes it lighthearted,
Mm-hmm.
entertaining. So for me, this is an entertaining movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, nice. And it also stars Mel Gibson,
agree.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Right, now we have stop motion, and I know you're not gonna agree with me on this one.
No. I'll let you go first. Because I'm curious on where you're going to place it.
No, I would not put this in really good. I would
Okay.
absolutely put this in entertaining because I feel like this is a movie that has an interesting concept again because it mixes stop motion with just real
Yeah.
world.
And this is also another one of those type of movies, much like The Heretic, where
If
you won't understand if you don't pay close
Yeah.
attention. If you don't pay close attention and you can't sit there and like listen to every single thing that's happening and is being said, you're not going to understand the movie itself.
Yeah, and also it doesn't really do a very good job at explaining
No,
everything,
it
which is
doesn't.
why I said this had to grow on me because when we saw it, I was like, yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, but would
then
you
as-
say if when you first watched the movie,
Yeah.
did you understand the plot or did you have to read to understand the plot?
No, I understood it, but it kind of like grew on me in terms of like how actually creepy it was.
Yeah.
And the ending as well is then extremely bleak. So for me, I liked it a lot. If I compare it to like the rest of the movies, it is absolutely an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
And I was absolutely recommend it because it is different.
Yeah.
It's stop motion, it's real footage.
It's really slow though. It's a slow burner movie too.
Yeah, which is why I like it. So, but
Like
really-
I like slow burners. I do. But it needs to have something to keep
But
me there.
didn't you
If it
find
doesn't
that-
have my attention somewhere throughout the movie is gonna be hard, and then my mind's gonna.
But didn't
go,
you find like the
yeah.
Ash Man kind of like scary? Like, what is going on? Who is the Ash Man? What is like?
I mean, it didn't take me that far,
Okay.
but I was just like, It didn't make you curious, yes.
Yeah.
I won't lie. It had you thinking, but did it keep my attention? It was a little hard to keep my attention. So there are a lot of moments where I did kind of wander off because I was lost, and it took you explaining to me.
Oh.
It took me. It happens to you too, so don't lie. But it's okay. I would say entertaining or mediocre, but we can agree to disagree and leave it under entertaining.
All right. So then we have Smile 2, one of the other. Smile 2 is one of the other like big movies of 2024 that everyone was looking forward to, because Smile 1, really good horror movie.
I loved Smile 1. It was so creepy that it made me happy, because horror movies, I feel, coming from the 80s to early 90s are kind of dying down. They're not as entertaining and as scary as they once were for me. Coming from somebody who loves like Wishmaster to oh my god, my mind just went blank, to like Dolly Dearest and stuff like that. Like it's hard to keep my attention unless the movie's really good. So Smile 1, when it came out, I was excited. I was happy. So when I heard about Smile 2, I was ecstatic. I was like, fuck yes!
Yeah.
It's gonna continue. Thank goodness. I was hoping for Smile 2, and then I watched it.
What happened then?
My heart sank.
Yeah.
I was so sad because I was so excited from the moment I heard about it till the day we got to watch it together. So why? Stop it! Stop bringing in freaking influencers and social media crap. I don't give a fuck that she was what was she?
An artist.
A singer, whatever. I don't really give a fuck about that. I'm sorry. But still, like, I don't know. Like, there was nothing to it. And when they tried really hard to make us, like, a scary, eerie scene, which, that one I'm talking about with all the dancers, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand the concept around it. Why? What was that for? What was the purpose of that?
No. This is a weird one.
It felt more like a chick on going on through a what is it when they're getting off drugs?
Tripping, or like you mean
you got it. Come on, the word I'm looking for.
You're looking for the word abstinence. Dehydrated.
No, like how they did with Mia in Evil Dead. She was
she's on.
She was going through the phase of trying to clear out her drugs or whatever. Those people that go crazy because they're.
She's going through. She's gonna.
Come on, babe! I can't even think of because I'm looking at you.
Detox-ish. I don't know. Fuck it! Fuck it! Fuck that word! People know what we're talking about.
Yeah, with that. Because she was doing drugs. So, yeah, and then the guy that she was getting drugs from died.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
No, but this movie, I watched the trailer for this one.
Yeah.
And for me, I knew already then, this is not going to be a good movie.
Yeah, because you like Smile 1 also.
I love Smile 1.
Yeah.
This one, extremely disappointing.
Yeah.
I'd say extremely stupid.
Yes.
And the first 10 minutes, really good. But then they just abandoned that story with the ex-husband from the first movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because that concept as a movie would be extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Him trying to like
figure out what happened to his wife.
Yeah, and also that he knows that he has to kill someone in front of someone to pass this on.
Oh wait, you're talking about the first guy. Okay,
yeah,
that
so
one.
He knows that he has to kill someone in front of someone else to pass it on to them.
Yeah.
And he failed.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, ooh, okay, but how are this is gonna play out?
Yeah.
It doesn't play out. And also they didn't the writers of this movie doesn't understand their own concept,
Yeah.
and it shows. And this is why like 40 minutes of the movie basically never happened. It's just completely pointless. Extremely weird. I'd
It made
say
no sense.
offensively bad
I
because it takes a dump on Smile One.
It did. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure from now on we're gonna talk to no one, babe, because everyone has turned off this.
Sorry. Hiya.
The First Omen.
To be honest with you, I don't remember too much.
We
about
watched
it.
this
I
a
think
week
you,
ago.
No, I was gonna say I think you had to re-show it to me to remember. And it
You
was
put
the
this
nun.
on 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was the nun, right? The nun
Yes,
issues. Yeah.
and she was a friend with the slaughter
Yeah,
nun.
yeah. I didn't like this one compared to all the other ones. Because this is a remake of a remake, is it not?
I don't know.
There's many The First Omens. This
Yes.
one.
But this is kind of a prequel to The Omen.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like it. To me, it was just boring. I couldn't really get into it as much. I watched it, yeah, because I had no choice because I really wanted to understand the movie. It was okay. The twist was. Yeah, I felt like the twist was already so noticeable.
Yeah, and also I predicted that one as well. And
Yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
hate my brain sometimes because maybe not. Yes, I hate my brain to some extent, but I also hate how writers and directors make things obvious just
Yeah.
based on how they shoot a scene or how they shoot a dialogue.
Yeah.
So they do a bad job at trying to hide the twist. So, but as for a movie itself, it was a mediocre movie. I don't think it was disappointing,
No.
but
It was just a little boring.
boring.
So, well, I would still recommend it. Yeah, definitely go watch it. You know, it's worth a watch. So mediocre for me as well.
Yep. Right, mediocre for The First Omen.
Yes.
Then we have Bagman.
So when I heard about this movie, like I didn't hear about it from anybody else, but it's funny because I was actually just scamming through Facebook, and I saw this one, and I thought that it was like one of those like YouTube movies or something, and so I had to look further into it. So when I did, I was pretty excited. I thought it was going to be something really cool. The concept of it was really, really cool, actually. Some monster guy, whatever, putting children into a bag sounded exciting. It sounded exciting because it's almost like Candyman.
Can you just explain why that
I don't
excites
know.
you? Because that is extremely weird.
I'm scary. But
Ow!
But no, I really was excited when we I was going in excited. I didn't watch no trailer either. So when we watched it though, I didn't think it was like offensively bad though. I'm gonna admit to
No,
you.
not offensively bad.
It was decent. The plot was interesting though to me.
But
Could have improved on.
what disappointed me though, because there was one scene in the movie
Yeah.
where for me it looked a bit different. So for me, at some point, I thought that the Bagman was like a humanoid figure, but it had like the zipper on its stomach,
Oh yeah.
and it was the bag itself, and it put like, for me that would be a unique monster concept, but it was just a guy with a bag. So
I mean, not just a normal guy though.
no, but it's just a man with a bag. And once again, this is a plain horror movie.
Yeah.
This is just the standard horror movie.
Yeah.
So it's just
A lot of improving needed to be done. Oops. But no, I enjoyed it for the most part. I would say it's mediocre.
yeah. I'd put it either in disappointing or mediocre, but
I don't think it was disappointing. It was actually pretty decent.
The reason I don't put it in disappointing for myself is that it doesn't try to be something it can't live up to.
Yeah.
So because I think this is meant to just be just a normal horror movie, nothing special.
Yep.
Right, and then we have the last movie, Skeletons in the Closet.
Easy, done deal, sealed.
Yes.
Offensively bad.
That is the worst.
We made a review on this, so if you have not seen that, please go and watch that, or we'll just link it up there. Click it, go see it. It was horrible. Your daughter has or has cancer and it's spread to her brain, and she's like trying to force that cry. I'm like, can you not?
I'd say easily
Yeah.
this is the worst horror movie of 2024.
Yes.
Maybe like in the top 10 of
One
all
of the
time.
worst. Yes.
What the
definitely.
fuck is this movie?
No idea. and
And
it's sad.
so bad.
Yeah,
And it's false advertising or marketing.
Oh yeah, because of what it stated
Yes.
was completely untrue.
It's not that at all.
No.
And once again, I don't understand in 2024 that the special effects are so bad.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so bad. And the acting.
Yep. And it's so bad that the gross was 4,200.
Yeah, there was something weird
Horrible.
numbers here. But like this
Yeah.
is what we said in the review of this movie, that this is a movie you can barely find any information on. Like there's basically nothing on IMDb. I don't think you can find this movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Nope.
It's a movie that was buried for obvious reasons. It sucks. So this is the list of 2024. When you see this list now, do you think
Yeah.
this is like unexpected, or is this basically how you picture the list to be?
So there's some things that I would move around.
Yeah,
Some movies
personally,
I would,
yeah.
personally move
Yeah,
around. But then
same.
we
We have
you know,
to
this is
compromise.
yeah.
That's the hard part about being two in a tier
Yeah.
list, because we have very different opinions on some of this.
Oh yeah. But besides that, no, with everything, especially with the really good section, I definitely agree with. So I'm okay with the way everything is placed.
Yeah, so this is kind of like, I'd say almost expected, because we said that 2024 as a whole is a really disappointing, horrible year for horror
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
And if you see this list now, we have 6 movies that we consider really good. We have some that are entertaining, but as for mediocre and below,
Yeah.
that is the majority of the list. So it was a really bad year for horror movies.
It was, and we even admitted that too, because we have the tendency to watch a movie and then after the movie rate it based off of how we felt and talk about whether or not we like or dislike the movies and why. So this list wasn't really unexpected.
No, it just shows that 2024 was a year filled with disappointing and bad horror movies. We have
Yeah.
some movies that was actually pretty entertaining, and a few really good ones. But even like, I'd say the really good ones, it's not up there with like the best of the best.
No.
So, but yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I'm happy with this list, except of course I would put Carol in but whatever. Yeah. Well, okay.
No.
Uh,
I'm okay with the list. But if you guys, whether you agree or don't agree, let us know what your thoughts are on the movies that we have on our list that we have seen, and what you would recommend us to watch. And if you want us to do a specific review on a certain movie solely by itself, let us know. Tell us. We may or may not do it based off of which movie it is.
Good picking.
but you have that option, so comment below and let us know.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say if this was somewhat in the same era as you would put the movies, then please give us a like and subscribe,
Thumbs up
because
as well.
that means that you are a pretty cool person.
Better be cool.
Yeah, but that's all we had for today. We will be back next time with
Yes.
something completely different.
Let's hope so.